Bollywood is a famous and cherished movie industry in India. Bollywood movies do not only contain dialogues, but also musical numbers. In India, the music is the most important part of a movie. It can either make it or break it. The music is usually pre-recorded by a singer and lip-synced by an actor or an actress in the industry. Also, the script and song lyrics are created by different people. The storylines of Bollywood movies are either about star-crossed lovers, corrupted politicians, separate twins, villains, angry parents, or reversals of fortune. Another important aspect of Bollywood is the dancing. In older movies, it's the classical Indian folk dance. But in modern movies, the elements are mixed with Western styles, just in Broadway musicals. The people of India have grown up with musicals and have a deep love for them. Two loved producers of India are Yash Chopra and Karan Johar. Their success lies in the music, which is very emotional. This is a dialogue between two brothers from the movie Diwar. Vijay, we both started our lives from the same place. Look where I am today and where you are. I have cars, bungalows, wealth. What do you have? Ravi, I have mother. Jainism is a religion in India which is from the 500th century before Christ and is very like Buddhism and Hinduism. There are about 4 million people within Jainism in India, and 2 branches exist. They are Digabaras and Shivibaras. The first group are very strict and own no personal items, including clothes. They also deny the fact that a woman can reach a state of freedom, like men can. The people within Jainism do not believe in a god, but they believe in salvation. They believe that every creature is holy and won't even drive a car or wear shoes because they might kill a bug. The founder of Jainism was Mahavir, who died at the age of 72 from ritual starvation. This religion is almost completely unknown to the Western civilization. That means you and me. Mahavir came from a good family and was treated well, but chose to become a monk and gather others when he was around 30 years old. Jainistas believe in reincarnation and believe that this cycle is evil. To live a life without owning personal items will eventually stop the reincarnation. Karma is what decides a person's fate, depending on what he or she does or thinks. The foundation of Jainism is to avoid violence. That is the most important in their religion. Jainists are also vegans and won't even let skin products into their temples. Due to the fact that they won't even hurt an insect, they can never be a farmer. They usually work creatively or with a business. Jainists respect life forms so much that they wouldn't defend themselves if a tiger attacked them. When a Jainist succeeds at leaving reincarnation, they are allowed to commit a ritual suicide, which they earlier had down by jumping into steep slopes. Nowadays, they starve themselves. When they have committed suicide, they believe that their souls will finally rest in peace. Sikhism. From Islam, Sikhism has picked up a similar belief of an almighty God, which no one is allowed to portray. From Hinduism, the reincarnation cycle is an important factor, though the caste system is avoided. All people have the same worth according to Sikhism, which means that they do not have any priests. Justice and loyalty are 2 important beliefs, and they enjoy living active lives. The word Sikh means disciple, and a central role within Sikhism is being taught by a guru. The first guru was Nanak, who lived between 1269 and 1538, and he was the one who founded the religion. He was from the beginning a Hindu, but was drawn into the Islam religion. He believed that in every religion there is a truth, and that the only thing that matters is the love to God, which is reached through singing, meditating, or thinking about God's name. By doing this, a person is able to stop thinking about him or herself and can stop reincarnation. Guru Nanak traveled extensively in India and taught the people how they should be, how they should live to be closer to God. He taught them the importance of helping others. This is called Suwa. It means that, for example, can help someone without charging for it or to donate money. For example, a sick shopkeeper can donate food to the weekly meal at Gurborn. Others may run daycare centers for younger or older to do their part in the social stack. Guru Nanak was in fact the first of 10 gurus. The current would designate the next, but this was broken by the 10th guru in the order, Govind Singh, who said it would not be any more gurus in human form, but instead a book. We have lived ever since, and after 1708, one considers the book as the guru and leader of this religion.
Most of the women in India spends their life in a marriage. Many women get married before 18 years old, which is the legal year to get married. It's unusual to not be married in India, and many women spend their whole life to raise children and to support their husbands. 36% of all the jobs in India are covered by women. The rest are covered by working men. Women in India are seen as economic burdens, and they also get less paid for the same kind of job. They have two different feminisms in India, and the laws are different depending on which religion you are following. Either it's Hindu or Islam. Hindu feminist. Gandhi came up with the word Stri Shari, which means women power. The gods in Hinduism isn't only men, they are also women who are supposed to complete the man. In India, they have something called the caste system. It's basically a level of living standard that you have been given, and you have to live after the standard you have been given. Women who are in lowest caste, they don't have it good. They have really hard in the community to live and work and stuff like that. So in India they have a movement, a feminist movement for the women, which called the National Federation of Dalit Women and Dalit Solidarity. And these women are supposed to be the voice for the women in the lower caste and to help them in the politics to have a better life. In India, they had a smaller group who was feminism. They didn't cover the whole population, so they didn't come so far with their movement. I couldn't find that much about feminism in Islam, so basically there aren't much. The men can still get married to many women, but the women can't get married to many men. And the laws are basically, they are following their religion. So yeah, that's it. They are living after their religion, and the community are supporting them to do that. Are women employment? Det är väl employment?
Ja.
Women in India are seen as economic birds.
In India, they have something called the caste system. You have to live after the standards you have been given. If you don't, you're gonna die. And then you're gonna die. And then you're gonna die.
We have a feminism rörelse.
Kör.
In India they have
Kör.
in India they have
Sure.
something. In India they are extremely utsatta i samhället.
Johanna bara. Speak English.
Women who Feminism.
Sikhism. Branches exist. Men jag vill inte nå. Jag känner att min kropp är Titanic och jag vill bara...
Titanic.
Är det blir typ filmen? Är det där du fyller? It's very like the other... It's very like the other... Century, what the fuck is century? 500th century. Century.